research. Yeah, I want that vaccine. No, I don't want that one. Whatever. But that's my advice. Talk to your doctor and ask him if it's safe for you to take cod liver oil and how much you should take. Very simple. It's ancient remedy practically. Goes way back in time. So look into it. I'm glad to see so many cops. We've had it locally. They come out. We're not enforcing any of this coronavirus restriction crap. Good for them. Yeah, the cops, I like the cops. I mean, they're better than your freaking politician bureaucrat types. They suck all this unconstitutional crap. Can't open your restaurant. That's shutting these people down. There's huge lawsuits. Oh, I want money for the next 50 years for my restaurant from the government. Huge lawsuits telling me you mandated it and make me whole. And my employees too. Make us all whole. 50 years, how much we have made, all these employees in this restaurant. All their tips included. We want it all. I can see the lawsuits coming now, man. I can see the lawsuits coming now, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, this is immoral as all hell. Yeah, but the CDC is going to have to establish their own gaggle of bureaucratic stormtroopers in order to enforce these codes. Oh, and they're fining people. Baal, you know where that term, worship Baal, the false idol, B-A-A-L, look it up. That's where the term comes from. So as long as you can pay Baal, hey, you got the money, then go and breach the law. We don't care then, you can afford it. Or if you're a violent protester, oh, we're not enforcing that. We'll pick and choose what we enforce. But pay Baal, you get a fine. You know, they say the most secure election in history, that idiot, remember that? Just here, in this little dinky town of Chico, they found an entire ballot box on the Chico State University campus. Oh, whoops, we missed one. Oh, my bad. That's probably going on all over the place. So I'm getting a little excited now. Part of it is my true, honest, genuine passion, and some of it might be the coffee. I've had 3 cups of coffee. That might be part of it. But I am passionate about the evil in the land and the lies and just the fraudulent reality that's been shoved down our throats that all too many people are accepting. You know, Trump being not a part of the political priest class like Biden, he reminds me of Jimmy Carter, why he was a one-term president too, because he was not a part of the priest class. Jimmy Carter was a good man, building houses with Habitat for Humanity. He cared about poor people in this country. He was an egalitarian. He was a JFK type. You know, you're going to find out later, people. You better stand behind your man, Joe Biden. We're watching him. Is he going to do something for homelessness? We're watching him. If he does, good. I'll extol the virtue of his leadership. If he doesn't, I'm watching him. And don't start trouble with Russia. You got that, Biden? I'm watching you. So funny, I took a great BM recently, and I was thinking, well, I'll make a pun out of this. What's that BM stand for? It's another Biden mandate. So, yeah, the way people disrespected Trump, you got nothing coming. You know, I thought about getting a bumper sticker on my car that simply said, "Why don't you shut up, man?" I've never been that rude to anybody in my life. And in social circumstances, I'm a nice guy. Believe me, I get into lighthearted discussions. I'm witty, and I like to make people smile and laugh if I can. But I'm just venting here. This is the right venue, okay, for me to get everything off my chest in as passionate a manner as I want, because I'm not directing it at anybody, but just everybody. And what I'm feeling myself, we're not in a good situation, my friends, and we got to do something to change that for the better. You know, recently I was talking about the way God made us intuitively to value cuteness. Inherently, instinctively, we value that. You know how it brightens your countenance when you encounter a kitty or a puppy or a group of them, right? A litter of them. And your countenance brightens no matter how bad a day you're having. What's bugging you? Okay, it makes you smile. I want to show you something really cute. This is my daughters, Jennifer and Kristen. Jennifer being the older one. when they were little. I just want look at those. Look at the way they're. Is that? Are they not adorable? Huh? Those are a couple of cute little girls. I just absolutely love this picture. I keep it real close by. But God Almighty, I mean, talk about values. Now that's right values. You know, the same values God has. And I just thank God for giving me the opportunity to spend so much time with those wonderful, what are well adjusted women now, enjoying their lives and being nice human beings. That's the most any dad can ask, and I got that. You know, we all need rules. That's why parents intuitively know that they need to be strict, stern with their children sometimes when it comes to understanding matters of safety. And that safety is more than just being careful crossing the street, but it has to do with boundaries and teaching them ethics as best you can. Yes, parents should. If they have that inclination, they should teach their kids ethics and moral boundaries. Okay, so they have that moral compass and fortitude and fiber. But the teachers also have to be part of that, you know, because some parents don't have that, and they didn't need it to have children. There's no law requiring them to have a moral standards before they had children. You know, I was talking about things we could do to help us psychologically during this time. A lot of us spend a lot of time at home. All kinds of projects. Do you have a list? I've got lists. You want to see my list? I'm going to show you just a couple of them. But I keep lists. They get backed up, and I got priority stuff. I mean, look, this is just a set of lists. I write in pencil so that I can erase. If I do something on this project and I could keep it nearby, and I write the day and time I got to do it and this and that. I mean, it's just a lot of crap. You know, there's some of it's errands, projects, but a lot of stuff. I mean, don't we all have stuff? I mean, little improvements in your life can make all the difference, psychologically speaking. You know, just doing little things to make things better. Cleaning is one of those things. This is something the ladies seem to understand much more intuitively than men. But if you notice, guys, I mean, you clean something in your house and you go, that looks good, that looks better, it made me feel better. I did something constructive, productive, concrete, and I see the results of that. So, you know, we've all heard it said that, you know, women, you can't live with them and you can't live without them. Well, I strongly contend that you can't live without them and you can live with them. You know, you can live with them and we cannot live without them. We need women, and they set a good example for guys, at least when it comes to cleanliness. You know, recently I was talking about comparing the love of God in its different manifestations as mulch that a landscaper or gardener might use, a farmer. And I was thinking about rock mulch, and I guess it could be compared to tough love, right? We've all heard that term. But you see, there's all sorts of different mulches out there, and you need to decide for yourself. But, you know, you can also come up with your own analogies for different kinds of mulch. You know, it's kind of fun to think about that. But this is what we need to give people, mulch. We need to mulch the evildoers to make them more pliable, more amiable to coming out of being evil. Yeah, one last word on Bitcoin. I don't know how it's going to help the desperately poor. I mean, maybe the holders of Bitcoin, if they got rich, they could do something. Okay, but I want permanent solutions. I don't just want charity in perpetuity. But I don't see how it helps the homeless, desperately poor that don't have two nickels to rub together. They can't buy any Bitcoin. The mainstream media is reporting people are fleeing California, but they have to admit that California continues to grow. Isn't that a bizarre report? I mean, obviously not. If the state's still growing, there's more people coming in and being born than leaving. All right, friends, I'm on to some thoughts from the last couple of weeks. Wise men are quick to point out that riches don't buy happiness. Well, this wise guy is quick to point out that the converse is also true, that poverty doesn't buy happiness either. What say we, that is to say civilization, at least endeavor to solve the problems which are solvable? It seems perfectly logical in light of the fact that these purposefully maintained unnecessary problems annoy, agitate, perplex, and vex the spirit of countless righteous people, tremendously so. Who in their right mind would argue with that inarguably irrefutable statement? None. When we consider the alternative to existence, life's good. Even when it's tough, it's nice to at least exist. clearly we can see that there are virtually infinite directions we can choose to take in life and change direction at any time we decide to, one day at a time. And we are choosing to take the path we are on. One thing I would implore everyone not to choose is a tolerance and acceptance of wanton, overt injustice, not in America, my cherished nation, nor in any part of our precious planet.